Hey, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Activar podcast. I am Praneeth and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to discuss meal tracking, macros tracking, and the calorie intake tracking via the online apps versus the alternatives. Every meal is made of macros and micronutrients. Let's discuss what are macros and their calories. All your calories are basically coming from the macros. The three main components of macros are carbs, proteins, and fats. A gram of carbohydrate has 4 calories. A gram of protein has 4 calories. And a gram of fat has 9 calories. Example of proteins are chicken, fish, turkey, eggs, beef, pork, lamb, tofu. An example of carbs are rice, potato, pasta, fruits, beans, quinoa. And an example of fats are avocado, peanut butter, almond butter, olive oil, ghee, almonds, cashews. An example of veggies are broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, cucumber, eggplant, carrots, peppers, lettuce. Any meal that you eat should include all the 3 macros: carbs, proteins, fats, and veggies. With respect to your goals, you design and create the calories. That's called total calorie intake. For an instance, you're trying to lose fat. So your fat loss calculation should be your calorie deficit calories. Or if your goal is to just maintain your current body weight, your calories are called the maintenance calories. Or if your goal is to build muscle, you're going to be in a slight calorie surplus. Okay, so now you know how many calories you have to eat in a day. How are you going to track them? Or where are you going to track them at? You can track or calculate your total calorie intake through the apps such as MyFitnessPal, Macros Calorie Counter, MyPlate, and etc. There are so many apps, free apps online. You can use any one of them, doesn't matter. As long as it has an option to plug in your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, you can use any app, it doesn't matter. It'll help you calculate and track your total calorie intake for a day. Alright, so now you've plugged in your macros, your total calorie intake on the app, and you must be thinking, how is it going to benefit me? Once you plug in all of your macros or your total calorie intake in the app, it's easy for you to track on a daily basis if you're hitting every macros or if you're hitting the total calorie intake consistently. It's very hard to hit that exact number every single day. So my recommendation is to have a range. For an instance, you want to hit 2000 calories a day, keep a range, probably 1900 to 2100, where you can fluctuate a little bit. And there are going to be days when you can't hit 2000 every single day. You can try to hit on a weekly basis, so 2000 into 7, which is 14,000 calories. So try to see if you can hit that goal. Your carbs, fats, and proteins, and your overall calorie intake. Try to hit those goals for the week. This will help you be a little flexible here and there at any point in the week. Like a day you eat a little more, another day you eat a little less. As long as you hit those weekly goals, you're good. So what happens if you're not tracking your food on a daily basis or on a weekly basis is you're just going to eyeball and it's not accurate. Let's say you're going to eat half a bowl of pasta, but you don't know how many calories are there in that half bowl of pasta. Your macros and your calories, etc., everything depends on the kind of pasta it is, the kind of sauces, meat, cheese, and etc. So unless you're literally tracking everything in that bowl, you don't know what you're eating. Unless you reach a level where you look at a plate and you can legitimately guess the calories on the plate, you have to track everything that you eat. So log the food that you've been eating for the whole week, or log the food that you're going to eat for the whole week upfront. So it'll make your life a lot easier and you'll know exactly how much you're eating. if you don't want to track the food on apps, you can write it down of what you want to eat or what you have been eating, or you can take pictures and take them as references. You can also learn to read the nutrition labels. Every nutrition label kind of clearly depicts the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins in that food item. So whether you're going to cook it or you're going to eat it, you can calculate the exact calories that you're going to eat from that item. I personally track and weigh every food that I eat. I use a food weigh scale machine to weigh every food that I eat. And on a Sunday, I do a meal prep where I cook all the meals that I'm going to eat for the rest of the week. I know exactly how much protein, fats, and carbs I should eat for a day. So I kind of prepare it for a whole week. The benefit of this is by the end of the week, I'm going to hit all my macros and my calorie intake goal for sure. I may not hit it on a daily basis, but at the end of the week, I'm going to hit that goal. I eat 5 meals every day. I track it through an app, and I eat the same meals throughout the week. It will literally take just a couple of minutes to track your meals, but it'll make a huge difference in your nutrition and your body goals. Thank you for tuning in to the Activar podcast. And until next time, be ambitious, exercise every single day, eat nutrient-dense foods, and stay active.